Well, students, today we are going to study a new topic. But before that, I just want to raise you some questions, as we do always in our class. So first of all, you tell me, where do you live? In home. Okay. Yes. Anything? No? House. Okay. Is there any other answer? There is a boy who is saying home. He says house. Is there any other answer? Yes, bro. Do you want to say something?
Home.
Home. Okay. Manichit,
We live in our home.
you live in your home. Okay. So I'm just giving you 1 minute. You'll have to discuss it with your partner. This is peer group activity. Yes, have a seat. And you talk to each other and then decide where do you live, in your house or a home, or is there any difference between a house and a home? Come on, just take 1 minute. Do it fast. You have to come up with your ideas. It should be logical one. Yes. Just raise your hands who want to answer. Yes, please. Home. So, is there any difference between house or a home?
Yes, sir.
What's the difference?
House is just one building, but a home with the will you with the with you our family members.
Very good.
Like,
So, you mean to say that a house is just a building? It's a building which is made of brick, stone, cement, limestone. There are so many things which are used for making that building. But as far as our home is concerned, this is a place where our family member live with a lot of love and trust. There is a cooperation. There is a feeling of
affection,
belongingness, affection. Okay, so we can say there is a wide difference between a house and a home. If our family is there, our house will convert into a home. And do you feel comfortable over there when you live in a home? Okay. What will happen if we don't have a family? Can you imagine the situation? What will happen if we don't have a family? Come on, think it for a while and answer me. Think it for a while. How will you feel at that time if we don't have a family? Yes, Devshri?
लोनली फील होएगा और किसी को अपनी प्रॉब्लम नहीं बता पाएंगे.
Okay, one thing is that you will feel extremely lonely and you will not be able to share your feelings. These are the things. So today we are going to study a chapter, and the name of the chapter is A House is Not a Home, which has been written by Zen Gaudioso. The name of this writer is Zen Gaudioso, and this is American writer. Okay, she is very renowned one, and she is the prolific one, and she has written many books and stories as well. She has contributed a number of short stories to Chicken Soup for the Soul. Chicken Soup for the Soul, this is basically a very famous book in America, and it is in a series. It is an anthology. Anthology means where there is a collection of a number of poems. There may be poems, there may be many short stories, and here this chapter is one among them. Okay, so now let me give you a brief introduction to this chapter. This chapter belongs to the situation where there are so many people, those who are similar to your age group. Okay, you are around, I think, 13 or 14. So you are in your teenage, and whenever teenage is there, so at that time when you are growing, you have to face many challenges, you have to face many difficulties in your life, and these challenges and difficulties lead you towards frustration, disappointment. When there is something which is not fulfilled, suppose you have demanded something from your parents and that thing is not fulfilled, so at that time there is a feeling of anger that comes within you, and this is not good. So in this story there is a boy whose name is Zen, and Zen is basically, here is a boy, but the writer name is also Zen. She is a female, but she has taken here Zen as a boy, a male protagonist in the story. Okay, so here we can call that boy author also, because everywhere in that chapter he is being presented by author name. So what happens to Zen? Basically, he has shifted his school. Earlier he was studying in junior high school, but from junior high school now he has shifted to high school. So that place is quite new to him, and because the place was new to him, he was not able to adjust himself in that new environment. And after that, he started feeling negativity was all around him, and he started feeling that he will not be able to survive anymore. Because there is a saying that adversity never comes alone. Have you heard this? Adversity never comes alone. There was one thing that is that there was a change in place. He was studying in junior high school, now he was in high school. And after that, do you know what happened? After that, his house is on fire. Okay, his house got fire. Another tragedy, that was fire tragedy, took place with him. So that was another difficulty in his life. And then he had lost his favorite cat. That was third problem in his life. So he just found himself that he was surrounded by so many problems, and then he decided to end up his life. He decided to end up his life. But we should never try to do so in our life, because sometimes it happens. There are so many situations, but we should always try to come out of those situations. If we get proper love and affection, if we get proper support from our family members, so we can come out from those adverse situations. So the same thing happened to Zen also. When he was in extreme difficulty, at that time his classmates, schoolmates, they helped him a lot, and finally he decided to live his life again. So whenever there is any problem in your life, you should try to face it very bravely. You should not get disappointed. If you have this kind of outlook and attitude in your life, then you can face any challenge that may come across in your life at any point of time. Okay, so that was basically the brief introduction to this chapter.